In an excerpt from the show catalog, Keeler states the following regarding this exhibit. The title of this exhibition, Heliodelic Topography, may require some explanation, as I'm sure it is not a term that most are familiar with or use at all. I certainly had not heard the term until I read something similar in a review of an artist's work where she referred to her paintings as having a certain heliotropic quality. She was also pointing out the viewer's tendency to go toward or look at the lightest area in a given painting. Heliodelic is similar to the term psychedelic and brings to mind the heightened awareness or delight in the visual. So, heliodelic is construed by me as taking delectation in the visual representation of the play of sunlight as it describes forms. Of course, there are other sources of light in my paintings, such as nocturnes with moonlight or man-made electric light. But still, the leitmotif, as it were, in my work is a depiction of light, and often the dramatic light of late afternoon or early morning, known in the movie world as the golden hour.
Hi, I'm Terry McDonald. I'm Executive Director of Roberson Museum and Science Center, and I want to welcome you here to tell you a little bit about the museum itself, and then, as I said, welcome you to Brian Keeler's show that we're so lucky to be having here. Roberson has been in existence in Binghamton for many years, actually 62 years at this point, beginning as a beautiful historic mansion circa 1904, built by Alonzo and Margaret Roberson, who gave this community their home, not at first as really a museum, but as a community center, an education center. So we have grown over the years into the 1960s to the museum itself, and have expanded our facilities into the 1970s. We have among our collections the mansion itself. We have 7 different galleries. We have the Binghamton Visitor Center, and one of our real crowning jewels, I think, really is that we have a digital planetarium. Our biggest audience at Roberson really comes during the holiday season. We're probably best known in the community for our holiday displays, but throughout the year we have wonderful exhibitions in art, history, and science education. One of those elements, too, is our planetarium that will feature science programming for the numerous school groups that we have. And actually, I do want to mention that Roberson is recognized by the New York State Museum and the Museum Association of New York for our excellence in education. So we're very proud of the progress that we're making here and the impact that we have on the community. Of course, in art, history, and science, we feature exhibitions in all of these areas, and sometimes we'll blend history and art or art and science together. And this Brian's show is a really wonderful example of a great art exhibition, but it gives us content even for our school audiences and our summer camps too, and even talking about sunlight and the effects of light. So we're using this not only just to thrill our audiences as they come through, and we've had wonderful response to that, but we also use it as an educational tool. And so we're very fortunate to be having this exhibition up for such a nice long time at Roberson and generating it for audiences from our local and beyond. Everyone who visits Roberson will end up winding their way through the museum and ultimately coming through our gift shop, which is always a great way to be able to gather a memento of your visit to the museum. And we are completely stocked here with wonderful supplies to help our audiences remember the exhibition that we're hosting. Included in this is a beautiful catalog that we're selling. We have a book by Brian Keeler here, and numerous videos as well that will help explain the process of the painting that he does. So we invite you, as you go through the museum, to come through the gift shop. Make sure that you gather a memento of your visit here, and make sure to pick up a catalog too.